Hello, I'm Linda Nardelli, and welcome to the Teachings of Masiandia. I've asked them to join us here today to help prepare us for 2017. This next year is the first year of a 9-year cycle, and it's a huge time for new beginnings. And not just setting intentions, but bringing more of ourselves into our life. And Masiandia is going to talk about that. We're really being pushed, and we've been feeling it for a number of years now, and it's amplifying even more. We're really being pushed to be our authentic selves. And who done to speak of this more eloquently than Masiandia? So I'm just going to tune in and let them through. Ooh, we have much to say. Now, essence here is, where do we begin? We begin with you. We begin with what is really, truly, fully important to you. Today. Today. Not yesterday, not tomorrow, but right now, because how else can you really set intention? Set intention is not the right way. How can you even know what your intention is? How can you aim true in any direction, in anything in your life, if you're not in touch with what you really want now? And just take a moment to reflect on that. We've talked a lot about longing. We're going to keep talking a lot about longing, because that is the deep inner resonance within you, the magnetic force that draws to you the essence of who you are in your life experience. It draws to you the abundance, it draws to you the love, it draws the fulfillment of need, your need. And unless that magnetic charge within you is strong, how can you attract the fulfillment to your need? It's impossible. So it is very important for you to know what you want now. When we say not what you wanted a moment ago, or last year, or 10 years ago, or what you think you will want tomorrow, or 10 years from now, that makes it difficult to set goals. But the goals, they must stem from this very moment. Otherwise, what are you aiming for? If you have an idea of what you want in the future, it comes from this idea of how to get there, thinking that they're the only person responsible for getting there. And oftentimes where you want to go in life, this concept, this mental concept of a future goal comes from where you've come from, what you've always wanted, but it isn't necessarily what you want now. You, humanity, has been trained to perceive reality based on a linear model, based on this concept that you're building something and it requires certain characteristics and qualities, and you're building those characteristics and qualities, always somehow trying to better yourself and purify yourself. For instance, if your goal is enlightenment, if that's what you want sometime in the future, if that's what you've been working towards, this awakening spiritually, being more conscious spiritually, stop and consider, What's motivating that, really? Is it a true longing to know yourself and to live compassionately from spirit? To really connect with the ascended heart? Or is it superiority? Is it identity? Is it a concept that you have about spirituality born of history of spirituality, or is it of your own creation? What do you really want? Now isn't necessarily what the monks wanted 100 years ago. It isn't necessarily what your mother and father wanted for you when they brought you into this world. It isn't necessarily what the prophets spoke of. It isn't necessarily what society wants for you. It certainly isn't what your ego mind wants for you. Your ego mind is only here to serve what you truly want. You who are more than the ego mind. You who are more than the personality. You who are more than a daughter, a son, a sibling, a parent, a spouse, a worker, a friend. You are so much more than any perceived idea you have of what you think you want. So we're here to ask you, here, right now, drop in. Drop in to this yearning from within. The yearning knows what you truly want. The yearning, the resonant energy, that magnetic force inside of you, what some of you call the vortex, what some of you called awakened consciousness, what some of you call bliss. Step into that. And you may wonder, but how? How? The how is embedded in the very, very vibration of your longing. How do you connect with your longing? There's only one way. Feel it. And when we say longing, we're not talking about this wanting something that you can't have, this pining for. What does that have to do with the deep, deep well of yearning that resides within you? The minute that you try to actualize what you want, you're not in touch with it anymore. The very minute that you try to make happen what it is that you're yearning, you're off into the action of it. You're not feeling it anymore. We're here to say that feeling it, connecting with it, embracing it, holding an intimate relationship with your deep, deep longing magnetizes it. It strengthens your energy. So if you're feeling depleted, if you're feeling overwhelmed, if you're feeling scared, feeling uncertain, all those are signals that you are not connected with your longing. Because your longing is energizing. If you're feeling this struggling, this thing that you're pining for that you don't have, and you're setting resolutions and you're getting clear on how you're going to get there, stop. Please. We'll give you an example. If you've set a resolution that you're going to, oh, this is a good one, quit smoking, How many of you, or if it's not quitting smoking, it's eating something, it's oh, I'm going to exercise. Well, we know all about the resolutions for the new year. We've heard many over many years and lifetimes. We know. Stop. And instead, if, for instance, there is a desire to quit smoking, connect with the desire. You're going to start feeling a deeper rhythm of breathing within yourself. But when you're trying to figure out the how to and the discipline to quit a habit, your breath is shallow, actually. So take a moment to really yearn, connect to yearn, to be free of a habit, free of an addiction. That's it. That's it. And we're using this as an example. It could be anything. Yearning to get out of your way with whatever project is really important to you. That's a yearning for freedom. You wouldn't yearn for it if you couldn't have it. You wouldn't desire your freedom if it didn't already belong to you. So please, here with us, take a moment to drop in. You don't even need to know what it is you're longing for. You stop that too. That's it. Just feel it. We're letting go of all examples now to dwell in the feeling quality of longing. It's like a hunger. But you can't know what you're hungry for if you don't feel it. Just when you're trying to figure out, what's for dinner? How do you know? You tune in, you feel. What am I hungry for? Feel it more. So not only do your taste buds tell you, not only do your taste buds tell you what you are into eating, but now your whole body is telling you what it needs for nourishment. Listen, listen. Something happens when you listen. Something happens when you feel. Drop in more. Notice where you're feeling the longing. Is it through your breathing? Is it in your throat? Maybe your solar plexus. Maybe your root chakra. Maybe it's spinning around your head. Feel it. Let Spirit inform you as to what it is that you're really longing for. What it is that you want. Now. The only way to fulfill it is to know what you want. There's only way to fulfill it, to have an intimate relationship with it. How can life join you? How can life have an intimate relationship with your longing if you are abandoning and rejecting your longing? That's it. That's it. Feel it. Deeply. Now, we're going to guide you into that feeling even more. And we're going to ask you to follow your breath. We're going to ask you to follow the sensations in your body. Nothing else. So that when you think of the year to come, the first year of a 9-year cycle, yes, you won't set plans for it, but rather be willing, be ready, surrendered to what truly wants to unfold for you. Let us take you on a journey of surrender. It's like flowing with a gently flowing with a gentle current of water. Surrender. You can bring your fear along. You can bring uncertainty along. You can bring control along. Why not? It's part of the human experience. Bring it along. Until it can't help but dissolve. Anything in the way of surrender dissolves when you are ready for surrender. Willing to surrender. Willing to allow. Willing to let Spirit fill you. Fill your yearning. Fill you. A little bit more. A little bit more. Our message, it's larger than words, it's energy. Let us speak to you with energy. Let us fill you with trust. You don't have to do it alone. You don't have to. Stand alone. You don't have to journey alone. You don't have to come up with all the answers on your own. We are here. Spirit is here. Your guardians are here. Here with you. Let the intimacy you experience with your longing be a portal, an opening that lets Spirit through. Let Spirit fulfill that longing. Let your Spirit guide you to exactly where you need to be. And right now, that's right here. Right here. And what awaits you here? More feeling, more experience, more joy, more laughter, more willingness, more surrender. There is always more. More spiritual connection. Yes, awakening. Yes, enlightenment. What is that? Being here, fully willing to really connect with your longing. That's it. That's it. The longing to be here fully. The longing to let these words nourish you. The longing to be free of shame. Doesn't make shame go away. But it makes it feel safe. Connect with your longing. And everything that is out of balance has a home, is embraced by your full presence. That is our message for you. That is what awaits you for this coming year. A call for you to be more fully present. A call for you to really connect with your longing, to magnetize your vibration. That's what this year is all about. That's contemplative. It's also action-based. Act out of integrity. Act from this connection with your longing. It's the only way to aim true. Otherwise, what do you aim for? You must come from the heart of your longing. And from that, anything is possible.